we've got a really serious problem here. We've got a serious problem in this country of police officers killing black people for apparently no good reason. I want to play some clips. This is this woman. Apparently, her name is Diamond Reynolds. She streamed this live onto the private Facebook page belonging to Lavish Reynolds, according to the New York Times. And it's the shooting of, and my apologies if I'm pronouncing his name wrong, Philandro Castile. He was 32 years old. And the story as we understand it, although, keep in mind, we don't, we have basically one source for this story, which is the woman with the video, but it seems pretty solid. The story as we understand it is that her boyfriend had a permit for a gun and had a gun in the car. He got pulled over for having his taillight out, for having a dead taillight. When the police officer came up to the car, now one of the first things you're taught when you get a concealed carry permit is to be sure to inform the police of that immediately. And in fact, a relative of mine who has a concealed carry permit told, when Louise and I were back in Michigan a couple of years ago, told us the story of how she was driving down the street. She got pulled over by the police. It was late at night. She worked a late shift, and she was, and basically the police officer was like, everything okay? What are you doing driving around at 2 in the morning or something like that? And, her first comment to him was, "Officer, I have a concealed weapon in the car and a permit for it." And his response to that was, now keep in mind, she was white. His response to that was, "Oh, cool." And basically treated her like, "You're one of us." See, in Texas, you got to have a concealed weapon permit if you want to vote. I mean, it's one of a variety of IDs that you can use. But in Texas, you can vote using concealed ID permit. And this is nuts. Yesterday, this is clip number 11, we had a caller by the name of Curtis, an African-American in Virginia, call in and say he's got a concealed carry permit and he's carrying a gun and it makes him feel better. Here he is.
I'm a 48-year United States Marine. I'm a proud black man. I'm a native Virginian. I moved back. I've been here for 20 years. I feel so much safer in which was supposed to be one of the most racist states in history, the gateway to the South, Virginia. Mm-hmm. And here it is. We have open carry here. I have a pistol. My wife has a pistol. Police, when they walk up on you here, they say, "Yes, sir. No, sir." For the most part. I'm not saying that, it's perfect here. And you do not hear about houses getting busted into by police, and then they say, "Oh, wrong house." That does not happen here, though. Now, I'm not saying that I am right, or we have the right, and that we are right for having guns. But until this thing is cleared up, especially with black people, if you bust into my car as a police officer, if you bust into my house, if you jump on me or one of my children, we have a problem.
Right. So I thanked him for his call. I asked him if he worked for the NRA. And he said no. Okay, clip number 1. This is apparently Diamond Reynolds explaining as she's sitting next to her boyfriend who is dying what happened last night.
Stay with me. We got pulled over for a busted tail light in the back, and the police he's covered. He killed my boyfriend. He's licensed. He's licensed to carry. He was trying to get out his ID and his wallet out his pocket, and he let the officer know that he had a firearm and he was reaching for his wallet, and the officer just shot him in his arm. We're waiting for a back. I will, sir. No worries.
TV, we say this is disturbing content. I think, frankly, it should be disturbing content, and it is, obviously, but the fact that we sanitize our news sickens me. We don't show the deaths that we created in Iraq or Afghanistan. We don't show dead people. We don't show our dead soldiers coming back. We don't show any of that stuff. And so anyway, I'll just make a blanket statement. I don't believe there's any legal requirement for it, but what the hell? And just say I'm just disgusted by even the suggestion that we should be making such a statement. This is clip number 2. This is this Minnesota woman.
Larpener.
I told him not to reach for it. I told him to get his hand out.
You told him to get his ID, sir, and his driver's license. Oh my God, please don't tell me he's dead. Please don't tell me my boyfriend just went like that.
Keep your hands where they are, please.
Yes, I will, sir. I'll keep my hands where they are. Please don't tell me this, Lord. Please, Jesus, don't tell me that he's gone. Please don't tell me that he's gone. Please, officer, don't tell me that you just did this to him. You shot 4 bullets into him, sir. He was just getting his license and registration, sir.
Hashtag Philandro Castile is trending on Twitter. This is in a St. Paul, Minnesota suburb. It's the let's see here, the town of Falcon Heights. We don't know the name of the police officer. The town of about 5,500 people north of St. Paul. The officer was with the St. Anthony Police Department. And here she is being taken out of the car. This is clip number 3. She did nothing wrong. She was in the car with her boyfriend, who was killed by a police officer as he was reaching for his wallet after the police officer, according to her, asked him to produce his wallet. Here she is again, clip number 3.
Get the female passenger out.
Ma'am, exit the car right now with your hands up. Let me see your hands. Exit now. Keep them up. Keep them up. Face
Where's my
away
daughter?
from me.
You got my daughter?
Face away from me and walk backwards. Walk backwards towards me. Keep walking. Keep walking. Keep walking. Keep walking. Get on your knees. Get on your knees.
Living in an occupied country, or at least people of color are living in an occupied country. And, you know, if you have any ideas about what to do about this, I would love to hear them. I mean, you know, we've been through all the bromides. We've had these conversations hundreds of times. You know, we need to pay our cops better so that we hire a better caliber of human being. We need to train them better. But I think this goes much deeper than that. I think that we have a serious cultural problem in the United States that probably at its core, you could say that what the problem is basically white supremacy. So anyhow.
To watch more clips from our programs, hit the Watch More Videos button over here. And please be sure to hit the handy-dandy subscribe button so you'll always be up to date. Tag, you're it.